I did a really smart thing before. I was showing the records for about half an hour, 35 minutes, that I was going to chop up into sections, and I realised I had the shotgun mic turned off, so you would not have been able to hear anything. So we're going to do it again. It's a good thing it's a Saturday morning and it's not 12 o'clock at night, and we will see how we go. Right, here we go again. Echo and the Bunnymen, Ocean Rain. A lot of people really like that album. I actually think Heaven Up There is better, but that's just my opinion. I mean, they're both pretty good. And Porcupine. Another good album from these guys. If you like sort of that kind of, I don't know, dark alternative British sort of vibe, then, you know, Jesus and Mary Chain, that sort of thing, you should give those guys a listen if you haven't. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Can't go past a bit of prog rock. Tarkus. Good album. Took me a while to get used to this one, but some pretty crazy stuff. Same as this one, Brain Salad Surgery. Really cool artwork. A bit of classic H.R. Giger or Geiger, however you say it. This is an original Exodus. Good stuff. And an original pressing of Faith No More, Angel Dust. So this one came with a remix version of Midlife Crisis on a second disc. Again, I haven't really listened to it, but it's there. Fleetwood Mac Rumours re-release. Done a really good job on this. Sounds great. Lita Ford. Another good album. So Ozzy Osbourne's wife Sharon was managing Lita Ford at the time, I think, which I think is the reason why they did that duet. Foreigner 4. Guess if you're going to have a Foreigner album, it might as well be this one. Okay, one that we've probably all got. Original Guns N' Roses. An Original Lies. This is the uncensored one with the chick on the inside cover. They brought out one where her breasts were censored. This one's uncensored. It's always good to get the uncensored stuff if you can. Use Your Illusion 1. Again, this is an original pressing. Use Your Illusion 2. And then we kind of jump right back to the 70s with Hawkwind. This is the only Hawkwind album I have. Certainly got to be in the right mood to listen to it. It's pretty crazy stuff. And of course, Lemmy cut his teeth with Hawkwind. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experience? So this is a re-release, but it is a re-release on mono. And I'm just going to jump back to the E's for a second. I've got a couple here that I found that weren't in order. So we've got some classic Swedish Death here, Entombed, Left Hand Path. I got these recently actually. These are re-releases that I got in from Europe somewhere. And Clandestine. Actually, I think it was directly from Air 8 Records that these came in. So pretty happy to have those. Yeah, Emperor. Although this is the last album that Emperor did. Prometheus and the Discipline of Fire and Demise. And then the other Emperor album I have is Anthems to the Vulcan at Dusk. This is a crazy album. I really like it. I think if there's going to be one thing that I would suggest that they maybe did a little differently for me, is to bring those vocals up, because they really sit low in the mix, which is fine. That's obviously the style they wanted, or the effect that they wanted. But I mean, I've done, I've used to be a sound engineer with various sort of live acts, and I've done a bit of studio work, and for me, I definitely would have brought the vocals up, but that's fine. That's what they wanted. Still a great album. I've got one more Emperor coming. In the Nightside Eclipse. So that's coming from the States, and it is a 2013 release, I think. So it's on blue vinyl. I paid for it, but there was a few more there that were even more expensive, so I sort of chose the less really expensive one, because I think they brought it out and then it was just gone, like within a very, very short time. So don't have much choice, because I don't believe they're going to be re-releasing it. Okay, so back to H. Jimi Hendrix, A Voodoo Child. The band cover for sorry, mind freeze, Electric Ladyland. I think this was a 1972 release, this particular one. Whole Live Through This, great album. Takes me back to my teenage angst. Whole Celebrity Skin. Another good album. And Hurricane, Slave to the Thrill. These guys are really good. I kind of feel they got a little bit ripped off. They kind of came into the game a little bit late. I mean, I know they've got other albums, but this was 1990. Yeah, 1990, and I think, with the whole kind of movement of the grunge scene and everything, they just pretty much missed the boat. But it was a shame, because it's a really good album. I'm pretty sure they lost their record label, and basically everything turned to the shit. Hair metal was no longer fashionable. Okay, Immortal, Sons of Northern Darkness. This is a double album. The second album's got like an photo etching of the front cover, I think, or the side two of the second LP. So it's sort of 1.5 sides. Let's see. I've got all these piled up from before. Hang on, how are we going for time? Yeah, I'll show a couple more and then we'll cut this, and then we'll move on to part 5. Alright, I'll just quickly go through my I'll quickly go through Iron Maiden. So I got a whole lot of Iron Maiden from one seller who lived up north from where I live, and he's had them since like 91, 92, and he basically never listened to them. They just sat in a crate, upright, not stacked, and he just wanted to get rid of them. So all these are original pressings, and I'm pretty stoked to have them. So first up, the first Iron Maiden album. These are in such good nick, you could probably put them in the store and sell them new. Killers. This one I didn't get from this guy. So this one was a record store, well, second-hand record store purchase. It's still in pretty good nick. It's not perfect, but it's certainly at least a very good. Then going back to the same guy again, we've got Number of the Beast. And these covers, they're just perfect. Very cool. Sorry, I know I'm going on, but it's just, to get Maiden in this condition, pretty happy. Peace of Mind. This one was again from someone else. It's not really a I wouldn't say it was a mint condition one, but it's still not bad. I mean, 20 bucks New Zealand, so what's that? $12 US or something. And Summer in Time. And the last one I've got of theirs, I'm still looking for an original version of Seventh Son, but I don't even know whether they put it out on LP. I don't know, I have to do a bit more research. And of course I'd like to get my hands on Power Slave, so that'll happen at some stage. But the one that I haven't really given a lot of listens to, which I should, because there's no excuse not to, is the Book of Scrolls. Great packaging. I mean, it sounds, I really like it, but I just haven't really, excuse me, I haven't really connected with it, I suppose, because I haven't given it enough time. Alright, that's about 10 minutes. We'll wrap it up here and we'll start off with the next one, Judas Priest. So I'll see you for part 5.